Hey guys, what's up people? Welcome back. How are you guys doing? I hope that all of your preparations are going good. My name is Anup and this is the VIP series where we are going to take up one particular topic of a particular chapter and we're going to solve some amazing questions based on it. And trust me guys, today's topic and the questions that we have chosen is just mind blowing. Trust me, you're going to love it. And if you are able to solve all these questions, no, any questions from this chapter would be super easy, especially that particular topic that is series and parallel connection. Even though you've practiced a lot, trust me guys, the questions that we're going to see today are going to be super amazing. So make sure that you stay till the end, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, make sure that you hit the like button and the bell icon as well. Alright, so let's get started guys. Series and parallel resistance. We're going to solve about 8 questions. So VIP stands for very important questions or very important problems. We're going to solve some 8 to 9 amazing questions, which is definitely going to blow your mind away. So let's start with the first one, which is taken from a sample paper. The question is this. The least resistance obtained by using 2 ohm, 4 ohm, 1 ohm and 100 ohm is what? Is it less than 100 ohms? Is it less than 4 ohms? Is it less than 1 ohm? Or is it greater than 2 ohms? What do you think is the right answer, guys? Now think about it. When you want least resistance, you're going to connect it in parallel. So what would be the best way to do it? Just calculate it, people. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 by 100. So you can do 2 at once. So basically you can group them up and find out the LCM. So if you calculate this guys, you will get the answer. So if you want me to calculate, it will be like what? Into 2 into 2. So this will be what? 2 plus 1 divided by 4. And this would be 100 plus 1 whole divided by 100. So you're going to get this as 3 by 4 plus 101 divided by 100. So yeah, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, now into 25, oh my god. So you'll get it as what? 75 plus 101 divided by 100, which is what? 175 divided by 100. So you'll get it as what? 100 divided by 175, which is basically it's 1 by Rp. So to find 1 Rp, it'll be 100 divided by 175, which if you simplify, you'll get it as 0.56. So the answer is going to be less than 1 ohm. I know it's a long way. In fact, one of the best way to you could use this trick, but then it would be better if you were to confirm it once again. So you see this guys, out of all these 4 resistors that is given, the least resistance is 1. The least resistance given is 1 ohm. So the least resistance obtained when you combine them together or when you put them together parallelly would be less than the least or less than the resistors that has the least value, so which is nothing but 1 ohm. So it will be less than 1 ohm. But again guys, if they are if it's asked a 1 mark question, then you can directly write it. But if it's asked a 3 mark or a 4 mark question, then it's better that you solve the question and then show the calculations. All right, so you'll get it as 0.56 ohms, which is obviously less than 1 ohm. So that is the answer guys. So yeah, in fact the equivalent resistance is smaller than the least resistance inside the circuit. So that is the simpler way to do it. But then again, if it's also a 1 mark question, then directly put it as less than 1 ohms, because 1 ohm is the least resistance that you have. But if in case you're asked a 3 mark question and solve the calculation, you'll be able to get it as 0.56 ohms, which we have proving that it's less than 1 ohm. So yeah, whichever way you want to do it. Second question, again taken from sample paper guys. Yet another amazing question. The question is this: 2 resistors are connected in series given an equivalent resistance of 10 ohms. When connected in parallel gives 2.4 ohms. What is the individual resistance? Wow, I like this question a lot. Okay, so the options is this: each of 5 ohms, one is 6 ohm, the other is 4 ohms, one is 7 and the other is 4, or the other is 8 and the other is 2 ohms. It's an easy question, but then it requires a lot of calculation. Let's try to do this guys. All right, so for the parallel connection, so first of all, let's start with the series connection. All right, so Rs, I'll take it as Rs, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 is equal to what? 10 ohms. That is what is given, right? Equivalent resistance when it's connected in series is 10 ohms. 1 by Rp, which is parallel connection, is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, which gives you a value of 2.4 ohms. This is the equivalent resistance given. What is the individual resistance? So yes guys, let's try to calculate this. All right, so let's take the parallel resistor over here. So in the parallel connection, what is it that you're going to get? So R1 plus R2 divided by R2 is equal to 2.4. Now what is R1 plus R2? It's nothing but 10 ohms. So substitute the value over here. So 10 by R1 R2 is equal to 2.4. Now this is 1 by Rp. So what is Rp going to be? RP will be what? RP will be the reciprocal of that. So R1 into R2 divided by 10 is equal to 2.4. So take 10 to the other side. So what do you get? R1 into R2 is equal to, so this is not equal to, so not equal to, you can't have 2 equal to, so I'll just put it as, so that is 1 by RP, no? So yeah, RP is equal to what? You'll get it as, you'll get it as 24. So R1 R2 is equal to 24 you're going to get, right? So what is R1? I'm going to find out the value for R1. R1 is equal to what? No, we'll take it as R2, all right? We'll take it as R2. R2 is equal to 24 divided by R1, right? Now take this value and substitute it in the first equation. This is the first equation, that is nothing but series connection. So put that over there. So R1 plus 24 by R1 is equal to 10 ohms is what you're going to get, right? So find out the LCM, so multiply this to the other side. So R1 square plus 24 is equal to 10 R1. I'm going to take R1 to the other side, right? When you multiply it, you find out the LCM, then take R1 to the other side, so you're going to get this is the equation. You're going to get a linear equation over here, so you're going to get a quadratic equation. Solve that quadratic equation. Minus 10 R1 is plus 24. So 24 R1 square and minus 10 R1, 6 4 24. So what can you write as? R1 square minus 6 R1 minus 4 R1 plus 24 is what you're going to get. So group it out. So what are you going to get? R1 into R1 minus 6. Here you get it as minus 4 into R1. So you get it as minus wait 4 6 24, right? So you'll get us R1 minus 4 and R1 minus 6. So what are the values, guys? So you'll get us R1 is equal to 4 ohms and R1 is equal to 6 ohms. So you'll get it as two values you'll get are 4 ohms and 6 ohms would be the right answer for this question. That's all, people. I know it's a long question. I hope you were able to understand it. I hope my screen did not block you, but nonetheless, guys, you can download the notes later, so don't worry about it. But yeah, this is how you do it, guys. It's a long calculation, but then it's actually a simple question. You just have to solve the quadratic equation. Ultimately, you have to find out the quadratic equation. Once you find out the quadratic equation, solve it, and you get 2 different values, and that would be 2 different resistors as well. Values of the 2 different resistors. That's all. Moving on to the next question. This is an easy one. Don't worry about it. This is an easy one. I want everyone to solve the questions by the way, guys, I want you to try out the questions and do it by yourself. Again, take it from sample paper. The question is this. 2 students perform the experiments on series and parallel combinations of 2 resistors R1 and R2 and plot the following VI graph. Which of the graphs is or are correctly labeled in terms of series and parallel? So the first one says that series, then parallel, and then series. Which of this is correct? A or B? Which is correct? Alright, that is the options are A, B, both, or can't say. The answer, guys, would be actually A for this answer. The reason is why is because, guys, in series connection the resistance is more, and when you find out the slope in a VI graph, you'll get the resistance. All right, so in a VI graph, when you find out the slope, you'll get the resistance. The greater the slope, more is the resistance. And which of these connections will have more resistance? Series. In parallel connection, the resistance is going to be less, the equivalent resistance will be less, but in series connection, the equivalent resistance is going to be more. So I can say that A is correct and not B, because in parallel unit, always in parallel connection, the resistance will be comparatively lesser than series connection. So the answer is A. That's all. Easy question. That was super easy. All right. We'll go to the next question. This is also a very simple question, guys. Try to solve it. I'm going to give you, trust me, if you understand the question, you don't even need 10 seconds to solve the question. The question is this. An electric bulb having a filament of 15 ohms is connected in series with a 6 ohm resistor. The combination is joined with a 12 volt battery. Calculate the total resistance of the combination. Very difficult, no? So yeah, people, 5 plus 6 is the right answer now. 21 ohms. That's all, because it's series connection. R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2. What is the resistance of the bulb, the filament of the bulb? 15 ohms. It is connected with a resistor which is of 6 ohms. 6 plus 15, 21 ohms. Very difficult. Super difficult question. Yet another easy question, guys. Moving on. But yes, guys, I have some amazing questions also. So make sure that you wait till the end. Sorry for that sound. 5th question, guys. A wire of resistance 20 ohms is bent to form a square. This is an amazing question. This question appeared in 2009 board exam. Very super amazing, super. I don't have adjectives to explain this question, but it's an amazing question. Try to do this, guys. A wire of resistance 20 ohms is bent to form a closed square. What is the resistance across the diagonal of the square? Is it 10 ohms, 5 ohms, 1.5 ohms, or 2 ohms, 2.5 ohms. Now first guys, first draw the diagram. So a wire of resistance 20 ohms, a wire of resistance 20 ohm is basically bent to form a square. So if it's a 20 ohm wire, the resistance of the wire is 20 ohms. If you were to bend it, what's going to happen? The resistor will get the resistance will get divided into 4 equal halves because it's divided to a square. So what are you going to get? When you divide that by 4, what are you going to get? Each side will be 5 ohms. This is what you're going to get, right? So 5 ohms, 5 ohms, 5 ohms, and 5 ohms. Now find out what is the resistance across a diagonal. So if you have a diagonal, like this, what would be the resistance across the diagonal is the question. Now it's quite simple guys. I'm going to name this first. I'll take this as R1, I'll take this as R2, I'll take this as R3, and I'll take this as R4. So first of all guys, R1 and R2 are in series, right? So write that out. So we'll take it as RS, alright, or we'll take it as RS1, alright. So the first one, RS1 is what? 5 plus 5, which is nothing but 10 ohms. Now RS2, which is nothing but R3 plus R4 is what? R3 plus R4 is also in series. These two are also in series. So basically what's going to happen to them? Again, add them up. So 5 plus 5 is going to get it as 10 ohms. Now that you've solved it, what are you going to get? This is what your new circuit would look like. Alright. My drawing skills are next level, so please forgive me. So this is 10 ohms. This is 10 ohms. Now they're in parallel connection. Find out what is the equivalent resistance then. So R equivalent, 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by RS1 plus 1 by RS2, which is what? 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10, which is nothing but 2 by 10. Reciprocate that because R equivalent will be what? 10 by 2, which is nothing but 5 ohms. So the answer is 5 ohms. That's always brilliant question. I really loved this question, guys. I really loved this question. Trust me, if you try this, if you're able to solve these questions, again, these questions, see, the fact is that, guys, none of these questions are something that, it's out of the, what to say, it's not out of your syllabus and all that. It's just that they have asked you to think about these questions in a logical sense. It's not difficult, but it requires you to understand the question. And if you're able to understand the question and think logically, every question of this chapter is, especially series and parallel connections, is going to be super duper easy. And this is one of the best examples to do so. Alright. So for all those who got it wrong, for all those who did not understand how to do it, this is how you do the question. Alright guys, I hope you understand this. Moving on to the 6th question, people. Here is another super awesome question. Two metallic wires A and B of same metal are connected in parallel. Wire A has a length of L and radius R, and wire B has a length of 2L and radius 2R. Compute the ratio of the total resistance of parallel connection and resistance of wire A. You have to find out the ratio between the parallel connection and what is the wire A, what is the ratio of total resistance, what you're supposed to find out. Options 1 is to 2, 2 is to 1, 1 is to 3, and 3 is to 1. Let's try to do this, guys. For the first one, we'll take it as R1, or we'll take it as we'll take it as R1. R1 is what? It's nothing but rho L by A. Now the thing is this, guys, they have not given you the area, they've given it as radius. Now if you remember, area is equal to what? Pi r square. So substitute that value over here. So what are you going to get? Rho L by pi r square is what you're going to get. Now what is R2? R2 is equal to, the length is twice the length 2L. Area is also becoming 2, sorry, not the area, the radius is twice of it. So rho L by A is equal to what? Rho 2L divided by pi 2R the whole square, because area is equal to pi r square. So substitute that over here. So what do you get? Pi 2L divided by, rho 2L divided by 4 pi r square. So 2 gets cancelled. So what are you going to get? Rho L divided 1 by 2 rho L, 1 by 2 rho L pi r square is what you're going to get. Alright, 1 by 2 rho L pi r square is what you're going to get. Now, find the parallel connection. Now, what is the formula for parallel? 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So what are you going to get? You get as what? 1 by rho L divided by pi r square plus 1 by 1 by 2 rho L divided by pi r square. Yo. Alright, so take this to the numerator. So what do you get? Pi r square divided by rho L plus 2 pi r square divided by rho L is what you get. So add them up, what are you gonna get? So 3 pi r square divided by rho L is your equivalent. Now, reciprocate that because it's 1 by rp. So rp is equal to what? Rho L divided by 3 pi r square. Now, find out the ratio now. Now find out the ratio. So what is the ratio now? Ratio of parallel and A, right? So what is the of parallel? What is it? So 1 by rp divided by 1 by ra is what you're supposed to find out. So 3 pi r square divided by rho L divided by rho L divided by pi r square. My God, this is like a this is like a really scary movie, but then it's actually quite simple. Anyways, so people, wait a second. Did I make any mistake? Right. So yeah, people, what are you gonna get? Rho L gets cancelled. Pi r square else gets cancelled. Wait, you're supposed to find out what compute the ratio of total resistance of parallel combinations and resistance of the parallel combination is pi square pi rho L. Okay, I think you should get us. Is it 3:1? Is it okay? I think it's 3:1 or 1 is okay. It's 1:3. How do they get 1:3? I think we made some mistake. I don't know where I went wrong. Let me just check this one. Rho L by pi r square is, yeah, the first one. 1 by 2. Yeah, rho, yes, so that goes to the numerator. So 2 pi r square is what you're gonna get. That's 3 pi r square divided by rho L. Oh, yes. I was supposed. Array. This is where substitution mistake. Ki kare. Alright, so yeah, guys, you're supposed to substitute this one. I substituted this value. You're supposed to substitute this one. So what do you get? Rho L divided by 3 pi r square divided by rho L by pi r square. So this will come to the numerator. Yeah. So what this gets cancelled. So what you get? You get as pi r square divided by 3 pi r square is what you get. Pi square gets cancelled. So 1 by 3 is the right answer. Yeah. Substitution mistake. So 1:3 is the right answer. It's a long question, but yes, guys. Again, this was asked in 2013 board exam. All right. A very, different kind of question this is. You would have probably solved this at least once or twice, I know, when you're practicing, but it's an amazing question. So make sure that you solve it, practice it as much as you can. Alright guys, make sure that you do that. So anyways guys, if you are enjoying the session so far, take a second, like the video, support us a little, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the bell icon as well. And also guys, if you like these kind of sessions and you want to study these topics in depth with the master teachers, the best of the best teachers that India has to offer, click on the link that is given in the description and enroll into the Vedantu Pro subscription course right now. Let me tell you what are the advantages. First of all guys, you have unlimited live session. Just like YouTube, you can take how many ever live sessions you want, and again, all from the best of the best teachers, and every single session, trust me, is going to be fun filled, and more importantly, you'll have some amazing quizzes that's going to tickle your brain, tickle that Sherlocky brain of yours. And every single class gives you an opportunity, because of the quiz, gives you a unique opportunity to compete with the rest of the world and see what are your weaknesses and what are your strengths. You can work upon your weaknesses. Like if you have a topic that you feel is a little hard, you can work on it, you can understand that, analyze it every single day, and make sure that you be the best version of yourself by the time your exams are nearing. And right now guys, there are a lot of courses going on where we have the complete revision going on for every single subject: physics, chemistry, math, bio, SST, English. Every single subject is covered, and that at a very affordable price. I'll tell you that as well. So yes guys, with this guys, every single session is downloaded as every session is recorded. because the sessions are going live, you don't have to worry that once you see it, it's going to go on forever. No, you can actually see the session whenever you want. And more importantly, guys, the recordings are such a way that you can take the quizzes while watching the replay as well. So you can actually see if you have improved by checking, by comparing how did you perform in your live session and how you're performing while you're watching the recordings. You can actually see the recordings and interact with it. Like, how mind blowing is that? You can actually do that. With this, guys, you can download all the premium content, because we know that notes are very important for you to refer. So we have the opportunity to download. You can download all the notes, every single handwritten note, everything can be downloaded. And with all these, along with all of these, guys, this is probably the best feature at Vedantu, that every single session will not just have one teacher. In fact, with the master teacher, you will also have the class teacher to ensure that all of your doubts are cleared right there and then. Real-time doubt solving, and that too unlimited doubt solving. Every student would have a dedicated class teacher to ensure that all of your doubts are cleared inside the session itself. And yes, guys, we have some quality tests and assignments as well. So you don't have to go looking for tests and assignments everywhere. You don't have to go anywhere. We have some amazing tests and assignments which will definitely help you to prepare better for your boards that is coming really soon. So yes, guys, you must be wondering, sir, what should I do right now? Very simple, guys. Click on the link that is given in the description. Let me just show you how to do it, guys. So once you go to YouTube, first of all, subscribe to the channel. Let me just go to our what happened? Why I don't want to leave without, sorry, I don't want to leave YouTube. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me just open up the website. So yes, first of all, go to 9th and 10th channel. I'm just gonna mute the videos for a second right there. Give me a second, guys. Let me just mute so that we don't have any background noises. So yeah, guys, click on any of my videos that is going on right now. Just click on it. Factors affecting resistance is premiering right now. So what you have to do is basically click on this thing that is subscribe to Vedantu Pro right now. Now, if you want to check out any of the courses that is already done, you can check out all this playlist is available. So you can check out all these videos and get better at your topics as well. So once you click on it, this is what you're gonna get. So what you do is basically, if you're someone who's in 10th standard right now and preparing for your boards, click on CBSE 2021. You can choose the schedule that suits you the best. And more importantly, guys, these are the teachers that will be teaching you. And yes, if you go to the 1 month program, guys, the base price of that is 1,500 rupees, which is very affordable. On top of that, we're giving a flat 20% discount on it. So the price drops on to 300 rupees. And basically, the price that you're going to be paying is 1,200 rupees for the next 1 whole month. Now, if in case, you're someone who is in 9th standard right now and you're moving to 10th standard, then click on CBSE 2022, not 2021. So here, guys, you have the complete course for the whole next year, where you have the complete revision of your 9th standard as well as a full syllabus coverage of your 10th standard as well. If you go for the 1 month program, that's 3,300 rupees. Again, you get a 20% discount without anything. You just have to click on the link and directly the coupon code will be applied. So 660 rupees discount is what you're gonna get, and the price again drops under 2,640 rupees, which is again a very affordable price. Thinking about what you're gonna get, you're gonna get all of the best teachers. More importantly, every single subject will be covered with complete recordings and notes and extra classes. Everything that is needed for you to succeed, everything would be available for you guys. Alright, people. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So now let me just go back into the topic. I also have another surprise for you guys, so make sure that you stay till the end for that. So that's it, people. Again, the link is given in the description. You can check it out. With that said, let's get back into the topics right now. Alright. So the next question that we're going to do is basically a rather simple question. So they've given you the circuit. You have to simplify the circuit and find out what is the equivalent resistance, and also then find out what is the current that is passing through the entire circuit. So it's a 2011 question. The question is, 5 resistors are connected in series as shown in the figure. Find the ammeter reading when the circuit is closed. When the circuit is closed, what is the ammeter reading? So first of all, guys, simplify the circuit. So you know that this one R1 and R2 are in series. So simplify that first. So R1 plus R2 is equal to what? Because they are in series, you'll get as 3 plus 3, which is nothing but what, 6 ohms is what you'll get. So how is the circuit going to look right now? Once you simplify it, the circuit would look something like this. All right, sorry. This is what your circuit would look like. So you have another, yeah, this is another one. And now for the grand finale. Yes, sorry, my diagrams are super awesome. Sorry guys, sorry for the diagram now. I hope you get the point, no? So this is what you get. So I'm going to call this as RS. So that's 6 ohms. So this is 6 ohms right here. This is 3 ohms. These two are parallel. They're both parallel. So find out the equivalent resistance. R equivalent is equal to, or RP, we'll take it as RP. That is parallel resistance is equal to what? 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3. So into 2 into 2. So here it is 3 by 6, which is nothing but 2. So RP is equal to 2 ohms, right? Because it's 1 by RP. So when you reciprocate that, you'll get it as 2 ohms. Now that you have solved solved this, what is your graph? What is your circuit going to look like? This is 1. This is 1. This is your battery. This is your ammeter. This is your switch. Okay, the switch, and this is another one. Now they're all in series. They're all in series connection. Find out what is the equivalent resistance now. So R equivalent is equal to what? 0.5 plus 2 plus 0.5, which makes it 3 ohms, right? Now to find out the current, V is equal to IR, right? Ohm's law. So V is what? 3 ohms. R is 3, which is equal to I, which is nothing but 1 ampere. So the answer to this question will be 1 ampere, guys. 1 ampere should be the right answer. And yes, it is. That's all, people. That's all. Yeah. 2011 question. A very simple one. Another question, guys, taken from 2014. This is much more recent. The question is this. For the electric circuit shown below, calculate the total current drawn from the battery and the equivalent resistance as well. First of all, find the equivalent resistance. That will be much more easier. Then find the total current passing through the conductor. So I'm just going to write it over here itself. So how will you find the equivalent resistance, guys? 1 by R equivalent is, they are all parallel to each other. So find it out now. 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, which is 1 by 5 plus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 30. So 30 is the LCM. So into 3, 5, 6 into 6. So again is 6 plus 3 plus 1 whole divided by 30, which is equal to 9 plus 10 by 30. So equivalent, R equivalent is equal to what? 30 divided by 10, which is nothing but 3 ohms. That is the equivalent resistance. Now to find out the total current, V is equal to IR again. V is 6 ohms, 6 volts, sorry. Resistance is 3. So current is what? 2 ohms. 2 amperes, sorry. 2 amperes would be the answer. That's all, guys. So the equivalent resistance, what do we get? We got as 3 ohms, right? 3 ohms, 3 ohms, and the current is 2 amperes. So the answer is option number 3. That's all, guys. That's all. Here is your homework as well. Let me know what is the answer in the comment section. The question is, a 9 ohm resistance is cut into 3 equal parts and connected in parallel. Find the equivalent resistance of the combination. A 9 ohm resistance is cut into 3 equal halves, 3 equal parts and connected in parallel. Just like the one that we did before. Now try to do this, guys. The square one we did, do the exact same way and find out the answer and let me know what is the answer in the comment section. Thanks a lot for joining today's session, guys. That is all from my side. Thanks a lot. And yes, people, before we end today's session, we have some amazing, exciting news for you guys. Now we all know that 2020 has been a very hard year. Right? 2020 has been a year of lots of mixed emotions where you guys did not get to enjoy or experience your school life as much as you thought you would. But don't worry, guys, because 2021 is here. And in 2021, guys, we are going to make a comeback. We're going to make a comeback of not only the life that we previously had, but in the way that we gained our knowledge as well. So we at Vedantu have come up with VOTE. What is VOTE? Is nothing but Vedantu Online Talent Exam. It is not just some random exam that you take. No, this is the exam that is definitely going to change your life. And trust me on that when I say it, guys. Exams are going to go on from 28th of March to 18th of March. And like I told you guys, this is what it is. We have pledged that we are going to make a comeback for 2021. So the exam is going to go on from 28th. It's going to happen from 28th, 4th April, 11th April, and 18th April. All of these are Sundays. So basically 4 Sundays is what you have. So this is what Vote is all about. It's an all India live free exam that's going to start from 28th, go until 18th of March, exactly at 3 p.m. So this exam will have all India rank, and more importantly guys, it will have guaranteed scholarship from a pool of 500 crores, from 500 crores. So you get a guaranteed scholarship if you attend the exam. And apart from that, if you win these, or if you end up getting a good rank in these exams guys, you have some exciting prizes which can go up to, the prizes itself is about 1 crore. And the person who gets to ace the exam gets to be the CEO of Vedantu for 1 whole day. Every operation at Vedantu, whatever happens, whatever the CEO does, whatever Vamshi sir does on that particular day, you get to do that, experience how the life of running Vedantu is all about. And also you can get an exciting prize to win a trip to NASA, in the USA. So basically you get to visit the NASA center as well. And yes guys, you have a comprehensive and well thought out exam assessment. So you have all India ranks, you have subject wise rank, you have state wise ranks, and you have question level time analysis as well. So everything that you need to understand how long do you take to answer the question, and everything that is needed, everything is given to you. And these are all the all the exciting prizes. You get amazing gadgets like your microscopes and VRs and laptops and telescopes and lots of drones and lots and lots and lots of other things as well guys. So what you do is click on the link that is given in the description. You can actually check, go to vedantu.com/vote, or even download the app and then log in from there. So how to vote guys? It's very simple. First of all, once you open the app, create a ID for yourself, which is your voter's card. So just like how you vote, you have to make a voter's card and all. So yeah, enter the grade and all of that. And then once you create the card guys, you can select which day are you comfortable taking the exam. So make sure that you start preparing right away guys, and take it very, very seriously. And it's something, like I told you guys, it's gonna it's not just an exam, but it's a way to show that 2020 has got nothing on us, right? So that's what we're trying to prove over here. That is what our intention is as well. So select whichever Sundays you guys are comfortable with. Once you enter into guys, again, you have so many amazing daily as well as weekly prizes going on. So this is the exam format. So you have MAT as well as SAT. MAT would be for 35 marks, especially for 10th standard. SAT will be for 35 marks. Each question carries +4 marks, and we have negative marking as well. So if you get a question wrong, you get -1 mark as well. And 75 minutes is what you have to answer the question. So when you attempt all the quizzes in the session, you get 35 V coins and additional 15 V coins for answering all the questions correctly. So you can use that as well and redeem the prizes as well. So you can create a squad of your own. So you can inform your friends, create a squad, and basically solve questions which will be asked weekly basis, daily basis. Solve those questions and basically get more points as well. Alright guys, so many amazing things, and all for you guys to help you guys out to be better every day, to show that 2021 is a year that we're going to see a lot of difference in, right? And yes guys, that's it for today. Then I'll see you guys in episode number 4 of VIP. The next session we'll be talking about heating effects of electric current. So until then guys, take care of yourself. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for joining. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care. See you all in the next one. Take care guys. Bye bye.